Mayor of Futaba town. Futaba is the town which had this nuclear power plant. Fukushima is a province, Futaba is a town. For example, I think this is Srikakulam district. This is what Srikakulam district, and Kowada is a town. So like that, Futaba was a town which had this nuclear power plant. This Iragawa, he was the mayor of that town. He belongs to a samurai family. You know, samurais, those warriors. So he showed me a roll of paper from that corner to some few meters away. That corner, the length was that. They had written in that who were their forefathers 1,000 years back. Forefather, great grandfather, grandmother. How many children they had? How many children they had? So there is a complete lineage. He showed us the entire roll, and you know what he said? My name will be the last in this roll because I am not handing over the Futaba town which my father or my grandfather handed over to me to my sons. Because the entire family is split. One son lives somewhere else, other son lives somewhere else. He is traveling across the globe to talk about nuclear plant. So the entire family is split, and he says he is a failure. And he did injustice to the people of Futaba because he is not handing over the town of Futaba as their forefathers did to him to the next generation. He showed me an agreement paper. In that agreement, the Japanese government, the TEPCO company, and the Futaba mayor has signed in that agreement. He showed me the papers. You know what was written in that agreement? There will be no accident in Fukushima. That was the agreement. That there will be no accident in Fukushima that will happen. He showed me those papers and said, is there any value in these papers now? It's just mere paper. He told me one thing, the governments will deceive you, the governments will cheat you, either it be Japanese government, either it be Indian government or any government, when it comes to nuclear power, it will cheat the people, it will not work for the people, it will work only for the corporate companies. All governments across the globe works for the corporate nuclear lobby, my dear friends. In my last 10 years of activist experience and whatever I read before that also. For the first time in my life, I heard a word called nuclear divorce only in Fukushima. I have never come across this word called nuclear divorce. I went there to Fukushima and they said, would you like to meet the nuclear divorced families? I was shocked. Nuclear divorce, what is that? What was happening is 30 kilometers, no one was there. Nobody was allowed to leave. From 30 kilometers to 60 kilometers, people were allowed to stay there. But there were conditions. What are the conditions? You should not allow your children to play outside more than an hour in a day. You should not dry your clothes outside. You should dry it inside your home. You should not eat vegetables or chicken or mutton which is grown in that area. Your vegetables, your milk, your chicken and mutton will come from Tokyo, which is 250 kilometers away. So what was happening was, women, especially women, because they are more oriented towards taking care of the family, they were finding it difficult to control their children. Can you control children? Then you should not go more than an hour to play outside. You cannot do that, right? So they were not able to control their children. So they went and told their husbands, men, please come, we will go somewhere, some 200 kilometers away. We will go there, we will live there. Their wives were calling their husbands. But poor guys, poor fellows, they would be running some farm, they would be running some business, they would be working in a job that would be a hereditary job, something. So they were doing something for their livelihood there. So the husband had to raise 4,000 people. In that 4,000 people village, there were 112 nuclear divorces. 112. I was shocked. I mean, for the first time in my life, I heard a word called nuclear divorce. 6 years after the accident, every day, 300 tons of radioactive water gets into Pacific Ocean. Even now when we are speaking, 300 tons of radioactive water has gone into Pacific Ocean. Japan doesn't know what to do with that. They have given an SOS call, save our souls call to all the scientists across the globe to come and handle Fukushima. Pacific Ocean is dead because all the radioactive water of Fukushima is entering Pacific Ocean. I read a note by a sailor who said Pacific Ocean is completely dead. He is not able to see the sardines, he is not able to see the dolphins, he is not able to see the whales which were seen abundantly in Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is completely dead, he said. I was shocked to read that report, my dear friends. Even now, Japan doesn't know what to do with the broken reactors. They are not able to find out where the molten fuel is. What Mr. Sharmaji said, they sent 5 robots. They took 2 years to design these robots. Toshiba was the company which designed these robots. They sent these 5 robots because humans are not able to enter that area. Highly radioactive, lot of heat energy is there. If humans go, they will die within seconds. So they designed 5 robots, sent inside the plant, and they were waiting that these robots will send some pictures so they will be able to identify where the molten fuel is there and retrieve back. You know what happened? 2 hours after the robots were sent, all robots got disintegrated. No robots were alive. Just within 2 hours, friends. Japan, if it is going to conduct the Olympics in 2020, the Olympics will be called as radioactive Olympics. 99.9% we have got chances to stop both of them. I'm not saying this just because I want you to fight. No. There are a lot of chances. Why? The company which is going to supply these reactors is bankrupt. It's only bankrupt. The simple question you can ask the public is, will you put your money in a share of a company that has declared bankrupt? Are we living a sane life? Are we fools to put our money in a company which has declared bankrupt?
Either foolish or very bright.
Yeah, very bright. Number 2, the supposed 80,000 reactors, which Westinghouse is planning to give it to Kowada, they are generous enough to give to Kowada, is nowhere in the world. Second question to you is, are the people of Andhra or Kenya pigs? Are you lab rats to test 80,000 reactors in your vicinity? Nowhere these reactors are running. Nowhere these reactors are running in the entire world. They are trying to construct 2 plants, one in China and one in US, but they are not yet finished. So the world does not know how these reactors will function. So second thing is untested reactors. So you have got every right to say, are we not lab rats to test your untested technology among honest. Number 3, the cost is so high. So high. I am told that government, NPCI will have to invest roughly about 1.5 lakh crores to bring the 6 reactors to set up in Kowada. Roughly. I mean, if you put pre-processing, fuel fabrication, everything, that the cost will go up. I'm just talking about the reactors alone. Where do we have this money of 1.5 lakh crores? Where do we have this money? So, my dear friends, we were not able to stop the Kudakulam 1 and 2 because it was in a very, very advanced stage of commissioning. The plant was built, the fuel has to be loaded, and the chain reaction has to be started. That was the stage when huge number of people came out to the streets. But here, the land is not even acquired. So you have got every chance under the sun to fight out and stop Kowada and Kavli. This is not for you. This is not for you. It is for your generation. There are no new reactors from Germany. There are no new reactors from Switzerland, Denmark, the entire Europe. So where will the nuclear companies go? So they are saying that nuclear energy is green, nuclear energy is clean. But if you consider the entire fuel cycle, it is a bit technical. If you consider the entire fuel cycle, it's the most polluting form of energy in this world. Why? You have to store the radioactive waste for the next 1 lakh years. Have you ever, as a human being, have you ever come across a building which has lasted more than 1,000 years that the humans have built? Except for the Pragadishwara temple in Tanjore, some Hampi, some Kallanai, some things which have withstood 1,000 years. But can you build a facility which can withstand 1 lakh years? You have to store in such a facility that end nuclear waste. Do we have that? That's the most polluting form of energy. Number 2, our nationality. I would like to ask a question. When we fought against Kudankulam nuclear power plant, it's a Russian plant. They said you are getting money from America and fighting Russian plant. Okay. So now we are opposing American plant. So is Russia going to give us money? You know what? Except for Somalia, they have said every country in the world that these people are getting money from these countries, except for Somalia. They did not say they are getting money from Somalia. They have said they are getting money from Scandinavia. They are getting money from, you know what? That West Bengal Sarda Chit Scam fund, Chit Scam. There once one minister said these people are getting money from Sarda Chit Scam. I told them Mamta Banerjee will beat you. If you go and tell her that we are getting money, Mamta Banerjee will beat you. The simple question is, the government is not able to answer one question. We gave 50 questions in Kudankulam. 50 questions. Not even one question was answered. They said it is secret, it is for national security, it is scientific technology, it is third party commercial interest. That's the answer that they gave. So when they said, you know what, they 249 cases were foisted on 249,000 people. I had 17 FIRs in my name. The responsibility is more on the women of this, inside this hall and outside this hall. You know why? Nuclear energy is associated with the masculinity of the nation. Hindu, warm, mighty nation. So nuclear energy is associated with the masculinity of this nation. If it is associated with the masculinity of this nation, it is the woman who has to fight it out. You have got every right to fight it out, friends. I was in Japan and happy to see the photographs of Sundari Akka and Xavier Amala Vidindagare in Japan. Wherever women has come to the forefront to fight struggles, they have won, right? Starting from the Chipko movement to Bangari Mata, to anybody, women, wherever they have come to the front, they have saved our forests, they have saved our oceans, they have saved our land. So it's the owner's responsibility lies on the women inside this hall and outside this hall to take part of the struggle. We are going to win, we should win, we will have to win, not for ourselves, but for our future generations. We will, as a person from Tamil Nadu and as a person belonging to the Kudankulam struggle and also part of Kovalag in Nanbargal, I would assure you, you can call me any number of times. I am ready to come here. I am ready to go to the villages, to the fishermen, to the farmers, to the doctors, to the lawyers, anybody in this state. We will do whatever we could do to save this state and to save our seas. You know what? What worries me is we are fighting a war, we are fighting a fight to save our oceans, to save our rivers, to save our farmlands, to save our forests, not from enemies, but from our own government. This is what a worrying factor for me. So, our friends, we will all come together and save Tamil Nadu and Andhra from this nuclear madness. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you.